This guitar used to belong to Danko Jones, and in this video, I'm going to tell you guys all about how I acquired it, a bit of the instrument's history, and let you hear some tone samples too. Danko Jones is the frontman and namesake of the Canadian rock trio Danko Jones. Danko is an author, speaker, podcast host, and a living encyclopedia of rock history and knowledge. And also tabletop gaming, but that's a different video. So I'm doing my internet sleuthing, and I happened across what I recognized to be Danko's main touring instrument for the better part of a decade. I mean, Gibson Explorers look really cool, even if they're not played by an internationally renowned musician, so I decided to see how deep his rabbit hole went. If this was Danko Jones' guitar, that to me is not the same as finding a signed Wayne Gretzky jersey. To me, this was more like finding a hockey stick actually used by Wayne Gretzky. Speaking of hockey sticks, why the Gibson Explorer? You know, why did Danko pick this instrument in the first place? Since the beginning of his career, Danko mainly played Fender guitars such as Telecasters and Stratocasters. By his own admission, those live guitars sounded like shit in a studio environment.
It just sounded like crap. My main live guitar just sounded like shit.
So from about 2006 onwards, Danko Jones and Gibson Guitars formed an alliance, and thus the Explorers entered the collection. Though you can see this guitar in the music video for First Date, it was also primarily a live guitar, and it saw Danko Jones through tours with Guns N' Roses, Motorhead, and I say these bands not just because it perfectly demonstrates the company that their band were rolling with, but the fact that this instrument could service a professional at the highest level. Danko Jones had at least 4 Gibson Explorers. This one, a black one with a white pickguard, the rarely seen cherry one, and a white-on-white version with both pickups, which could be the same as this one with its neck pickup and other controls removed. These days, Danko favors Hagstrom guitars, the latest being this customized one-off done by his longtime tech Tim Hughes. This single pickup beauty is a lot more slick than when Danko literally had to tape that distant pickup selector to the go fast mode position of that bridge pickup. So I'm sure by now you're wondering,
what makes this guy think this is Danko Jones' guitar?
Great question. When a collective personality such as mine combines with an all-encompassing fascination with music, one's focus isn't so broadly defined. For example, I've sampled a Scotch or two in my life, but I could not tell you the difference between a Talisker 10 and a Lafroig 10. What I'm trying to say is, even if you identify as a guitarist or a general rock fan or a Danko Jones fan or some combination of 3, you're still not supposed to get as excited as I get. So with everything I've just told you in mind, sight unseen, I jumped at the opportunity to steward a very small piece of Canadian rock history, and that was that. Quick story, back in 2019, my band Double Experience had the opportunity to support Danko Jones on a rare stretch of Canadian tour dates. And a couple things happened on that tour that to me solidified their band as one of the all-time greats of our genre. But this story is about a conversation I had with a promoter. No one in the band at all. This particular evening was the last show of the tour, and up until that point, our band was giving theirs ample breathing room, because you know, they're there doing a job. They're not necessarily that keen to set up their gear and run over to talk about Game of Thrones or tabletop games or whatever. Our mission was a quick 1-2 punch. Thank the band for allowing us the opportunity to join them on tour, and thank Danko for, you know, personally shouting us out every evening. That was really nice of him.
I want to give it up for Double Experience, who opened up the show tonight. They've been opening up on these shows we were playing across Ontario, so let's give it up.
So we're talking to this promoter, waiting for our chance to say our piece, and this guy starts going on and on and on about all these shows he used to do back in the day, and that Danko would actually be one of the first people in attendance, one of the last people to leave, because he was waiting to say thank you and good night to all the touring bands. Literally, as soon as this guy's done telling the story, out from the back comes Danko Jones. Danko made time for everyone still in the venue that night because I now realized he's been there. He's been the one patiently waiting to say his piece. Danko actually walked one of the fans to the door and opened it for them as he said goodnight to them. This brings me to the reason I got this guitar in the first place. For some, this guitar was simply a reliable tool that saw them through many shows. For others, it could be what their mind's eye conjures when they relive memories of seeing Danko Jones for the first time. But to me, it's gonna serve as a reminder of the kind of musician I wanna be. It's a reminder that the music part really is secondary to the most important aspect of the rock genre, all of the people that make up its worldwide community, and the belief that we're all in this together. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed what you saw, consider hitting follow or the thumbs up button, leave a comment, do whatever you want. This video wouldn't be possible without our amazing Patreon community, so I really want to thank you guys for supporting Double Experience and allowing us to experiment with content like this.